What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today we have an update video on my new project, and as you can see right here in the background, it's the Revell Germany Volkswagen Golf Mark 1 GTI. This is such a cool car, so I've been wanting to build this kit for a while, so I got a chance, I'm building it, and let's go ahead and give you an update and show you what our plans are and how this thing's going to look. So far, the kit, oh my gosh, this kit is so wonderful. I know why people love it so much. There's so much detail in this kit, and that's no lie. The detail on this kit is incredible. To the exterior, to the engine, to the interior. I mean, this thing is loaded with detail. So let's go ahead and show you what's going on and what we're gonna do to it. So before we go to the body, I do want to mention one thing to the interior. The interior has all these wonderful seats. I mean, these things are very, very detailed, and the kit does provide these decals, which looks pretty cool. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna use these or not. I'm thinking of using them right now because I did see some pictures, and they actually look pretty cool in this little design with the red and white and black theme going on there. So I might use those, but the one thing I do want to mention is the seat backs are kind of small for the actual seat. So when you go on the best seat backs to the actual seat, you're gonna have a big gaping gap between the two on this back here. So what you want to do is get some putty and putty the thing up. Put loads of putty on there because it's a pretty big gap. So as you can see where putty stayed, and yeah, it's a decent sized gap, and that's on both seats. So make sure you take care of that, because you know you're gonna see it in the car, because the car does have big windows, and you know you kind of want to take care of that. So make sure that's taken care of. The whole interior, like everything else, is fantastic. To the pedals, there's even door handles separate, which is so cool. And it also comes with left and right hand drive dashboards. We're gonna go over the left hand drive because, well, I'm in America, and Americans, you know, driving left hand drive cars. So go ahead and use a left hand drive dashboard. Even right hand drive cars are super cool. I love building those, but I'm gonna build a couple of those this year. So stay tuned to the channel. But for this one, it does give you an option for that. So we're gonna go with American style. So dashboard is super detailed to the radio inside. There's gauge decals, which is super cool. So that's gonna look fantastic. The door panels look really good. As I said, there's some things molded separately. I mean, it's super cool. This interior is fantastic from Revell. Revell knocked this kit out of the park. And one thing I really do wish most kits, or all kits, had this feature, was a separate headliner. I mean, this is such an awesome feature. So I wish all kits had this, because this is so cool. Because you know, most kits have like a big injected pin mark in the roof and stuff, and that's kind of ugly. I mean, I certainly wish every kit had this. I mean, this is super cool. It's molded separately, painted whatever color you want it for the interior, and you know, it has detail. So that's so cool. I love how they include that. I'll show you how that fits in the body here in a sec. The engine, another wonderful detailed piece on this kit. I mean, this thing is fantastically detailed. They even added wires and hoses. Not wires, but they added hoses. So that is so cool. But I am going to add some distributor wires, and I might add some battery wires, because this kit, you know, the engine bay is so detailed. I mean, you can't leave any detail on this thing. You had to add some wires, because this thing is loaded with detail. Revell knocked this kit out of the park with the engine and interior. So we got most of the engine block paint are glued together. They said aluminum or black, so I'm gonna do it all aluminum, because most engines are aluminum these days. So I'm gonna do that all aluminum. And the cool thing about this kit, you know, the whole engine bay is molded separately, so that's pretty cool. So you can paint whatever color you want, body color or black, or whatever color you want the engine bay molded in or painted in. So that's pretty cool how they did that separately. So that's pretty neat how they did that. So it's a cool future. Love how you did that. Um, Chassis parts, all the chassis parts are all cleaned up. Everything's all cleaned up. I cleaned everything up. There's a lot of parts to this kit, and there's a lot of clean up because of how they're molded to the trees. So clean this part, but there's not too lot. You know, there's no mold lines or mold. There's no flash on these kits or these parts. So they're very detailed. So I love how that looks. So let's go ahead into the body. Show you what we're gonna do to the body. First things first, I test fitted the chassis. The chassis fits perfect. I mean, it just snaps in there. Done. Looks good, and it fits in there with a glove. So I love how that chassis fits. The hood also fits pretty good. No issue there. I did sand the edges out just a little bit more, just to make one more room, because when paint and clear coat goes in there and stuff, it's gonna fill it in a little bit. So make sure there's enough room. So I sanded the sides of the hood a little bit, but not too much. Fit perfect. And then the main star is the body. Body is fantastically molded. I mean, this is very well molded from Revell. The one thing I do want to mention is if you have this kit or plan on building this kit, make sure pay close attention to these mold lines or these panel lines, because they are pretty shallow from the kit. So make sure you sky those out and make them deeper, because they will. I'm not saying they might, but I'm saying they will go away with some primer coats and paint and clear, because they are very shallow, and especially the ones on the back tailgate or back hatchback. These are like non-existent, so make sure you spread these out very well, because they will, especially these ones back here, they will go away with coats of primer and paint and, you know, clear coat, because these are really non-existent. So make sure to try those out, and you'll thank yourself $1 million, you know, when you finish the kits. So pay attention to those, you know, those back there, because, you know, that's, you know, those panel lines are pretty bad. But other than that, the whole kit is pretty nice. There's mold lines on the fenders, which are pretty shallow, easy to sand out with 600 grit sandpaper. Very easy, and on the back hatchback, small lines, but other than that, it's a very clean body, very clean, no flash, no nothing, very clean, and it's ready for some primer. Got it scuffed up, and I'll show you how the headliner goes in there. I mean, like I said, I wish every kit had this feature, because, you know, every kit has those injected pin marks in there, and it's super ugly. But this goes in there. Oh my gosh. I love that. I just wish every kit had that feature. That is so nice. So that's pretty cool. And you know, it's kind of appropriate how they did that, because this cart has big windows, so it's kind of appropriate how they did that. So I love how Revell did that. So nice props on Revell on that part. We are gonna go over some aftermarket wheels. These are from Fujimi. I'm not really sure what the wheels are called. They just called it Mark I wheel. I'm not sure that's the wheel called, but whatever. But they are 13 inches, and they are fat backs and skinny fronts, and they fit perfect under here. So they look a lot better than the kit wheel. I mean, yeah. So that's gonna look very cool. So that's gonna look very cool. They're sticks, but that doesn't matter. I don't really care about that. The wheel just looks fantastic. I loved how the wheel looks. So we're gonna go over those, and they're gonna look fantastic. They are 13 inches, like I said, so they're small wheels, but they look fantastic, and they're gonna look really cool on this body. But other than that, that's pretty much about it for now. Oh, body color. I mentioned, I just love these Golfs in silver. I don't know why. So we're gonna go ahead and use the silver again. I use the silver probably on my two builds so far, and I still have a little bit more in here, so that should be plenty to cover the body. So we're going to use the silver up, so that's gonna look very, very cool. And I did see some pictures, you might have saw all on your screen already, but the windows on this car, I see some pictures on the side windows are tinted. I love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and tint the whole side windows and the back glass. Obviously, I'm not gonna tint them as hardcore as I did on my last build, my Challenger, but I'm gonna pipe to do 2 coats, so because I don't want to do tinted too much, but they are gonna look fantastic. So that's the color we're going to go with. But stay tuned to my next video, because next time you see this, pretty good chance it's gonna be in paint. So I want to give you guys an update on that before, you know, I pretty much patch everything up, get the interior done. Because I do like to show you guys that before it goes into the body and stuff. But other than that, that will be it for this video. And until my next video, subscribe if you're new, because you don't want to miss this build. It's super fun and super cool. Can't wait to see how this turns out. But until my next video, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye for now.